8 a.m. Saturday, March 3rd. I haven't made public comments on my meetings with the FBI yesterday, as of yet, because I'm still assessing the matter. And I'm going to consult with a couple of people on some matters now, because I'm kind of...
Morning.
I should advise you that, like the FBI, all calls are recorded.
Okay, good morning.
What?
I said, okay, good morning.
Good morning. Isn't that a great way to start a call? Like the FBI, all calls are recorded.
Yeah, that's a good thing to wake up to.
It's what?
That's a good thing to wake up to.
It's a good thing to wake up to? Is that
Not really.
Okay, I thought you had to be being sarcastic, either that, or you're really fucking weird. I always like hearing that when I'm calling a government agency and it says calls may be recorded, at some of them and others say they will be. The ones that say maybe are fucking lying. They are. There's no maybe going on. Oh, fuck yeah.
Everything's recorded, everything's videoed. You just never know anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the last time you took a shit, they probably were there with you.
No doubt.
Especially if you were in some kind of public building, and maybe even at home, depending on how much they're watching you. And in your case, I think they're going to be taking pictures of you shitting at home soon.
I hope not.
I got to be honest with you, dear. I actually think they will be. And if I didn't tell you the truth, I would be doing you a grave disservice. If you want to get out now, it's already too late. If you want to get out now, you might still get out alive. Who knows? But you're in so deep now, there's no way out. They know who you are. Is that okay with you? Be honest.
I guess.
It's not okay with me. So how's your week? Because mine was pretty shitty.
Well, yesterday I worked and the person I'm supposed to work with didn't show up, so it was pretty busy.
That's always nice, isn't it? No, really. Thank you for sticking me on the worst day of the week, a Friday, with the whole load, you asshole.
Oh, no. That's a few extra days next week because they screwed me over on my days when I was sick.
Wow. How many hours a day do you work on a shift?
12.
Wow. Nice short shift, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
Maybe when you get a bunch of days off, that's a fun when you work once in a row.
You get how many days off? What, 3?
Well, I work 2, so I get more than that off. When I work the weekend, I like to work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even though Monday's really busy because it goes by fast, and then I get a week off. So I have about a week off a month, something like that.
Hold it. How many hours a week do you work?
24.
That's it? 24 hours a month?
No.
That's a lot. That's part-time work.
That's what I work. It's part-time.
Oh, you still have your other job too?
What other job?
At the center, the daycare center, whatever that was.
Oh, no. I've been here 10 years at the hospital.
What? When did you get rid of the old folks' home?
12 years ago.
When we first started talking again?
I think so.
Because how else would I have known about that job? God, I didn't know you changed jobs. When did?
I really like that job, but this job is better.
Why we think it's much better? It seems like it's more like a paramedic job.
Oh yeah, it's just moving. I just push people around all day.
Oh, you're a people pusher, eh?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, when you start finding the cute girls, say, you know, are you young and single and free, want to have children? I got a guy in Hollywood. See,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can.
I'll send them to California.
Yeah, we can start this whole let's get Kurt laid.
But remember,
Yeah.
it's $1,000, and you get the girl and I get the money.
Oh, even in Hung, the television series shot in Detroit for HBO, do you remember that Hung? Did you ever see that? Yeah.
No.
Where it was a kind of a burnt-out football or basketball coach in school who needed more money to pay his debts, and so he started becoming a gigolo, and some woman pimped him out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think you should go watch that series so you understand. I get a piece of the action.
You do. You get the girl.
No. He got the girl and he got the cash. She got like, 10 or 20%. He got the rest. You're taking 100%, you bitch.
Oh, yeah.
We'll change the series not from Hung to Stranglehold, and we'll have Ted Nugent's Stranglehold be the theme song.
There you go. Well,
Do you know that song, Stranglehold?
Get more and more girls, maybe you can get a raise.
Oh, gee, thanks, so to speak. Or some kind of perk bonus. Oh, my God. Maybe I can get the girls to tip me on the side. Maybe I get to keep the tips. What do you think?
Oh, there you go. You can keep the tip.
I can keep the tip. Yeah, I'd like to keep my tip, thank you. Oh, my God. I'm in my new place.
Okay.
A tent on the beach. A tent on the beach. And thank God I'm in the tent. What? Fuck no, I went and bought a new one. This is my 20th tent in a little over a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm subsidizing personally the tent business, the cell phone business. I've gone through 150 cell phones in the last year. The SIM chip industry for videotaping lots of shit. In fact, after yesterday's matter, I went and got probably about a fucking terabyte worth of video chips, because now I'm going to videotape 24/7 if I decide to. And I went and got another phone, so I got multiple phones to just keep this show rolling, because now Uncle Kurt's beyond pissed. He's beyond the Twilight Zone. He's beyond one who flew over the motherfucking cuckoo's nest. Now he's on a mission to show the world just how fucked he's really been by his government. How does that feel?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm beyond pissed. You have no motherfucking idea how bad the FBI pissed me off yesterday. It's a place...
Tell me to tell you about CNN.
Well,
What you're talking about?
yeah, which is the FBI's biggest nightmare. Yeah, they do not want me to take this to CNN. They abso-fucking-lutely don't. In fact, there's videotape that exists of me talking with the FBI that tells very clearly. Of course, I think the video we can dig, we'll find it. Where I'm talking with one of the heads of the FBI, and he said, honestly, I'm terrified to meet with you. And I said, why? He said, because one of my biggest fears is this whole motherfucking thing is going to, he didn't use that word, but this whole thing's going to end up on CNN. And I said, well, then get moving on it so your biggest nightmare doesn't happen. He's afraid it's going to come out that the FBI knew about this years ago, which they did, and they sat on it. Told me to go fuck off.
Oh, you about you? Or?
Yeah, about me and my level of intelligence, and then I let them know about the Russian hack well before the goddamn U.S. election. They could have averted a lot of terrorist activities around the world had they acted on the data that I gave them. But because they sat on it, Brussels happened, France happened, all the bombs started going off in Riverside, the kid shooter down in, because all the intel was breached globally. The elections were just an after effect of the bigger problem. It opened the door for global terrorism. in a much better place. Because now, if you know all global intel, you know how to get around the systems. That's how the shooters at the fucking international airport in Istanbul, some of them got in. Because they knew how to breach international security. So they breached the international part of the airport and went in and started shooting, which means they had to pass 2 major security exits just to get into the thing. Because there's the one coming into the airport, then there's the one to go into the airport. You got to get past those 2. And then to get into international, there's another one. So they had to get through 3 security checkpoints in Istanbul alone. I know that airport very well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That wasn't an accident, and they still got away? How the fuck did they get in and get away? Or how about the shooters in Istanbul who shot all those kids on New Year's Eve, and there were kids found drowning in the Bosphorus River because they were afraid of getting shot, so they jumped in freezing cold water to try and get away. Oh, that little matter too, which, by the way, I know for a fact because I let them know, the fucking State Department knew ahead of time this shit was going off. And they didn't advise people, and people got capped as a result of it. And I let them know it was coming down. Fucking cunts.
Hey, what about you say about that word?
But that's why I whispered it. Fucking. Is that what you're talking about? The fucking word? Is that the word you were talking about?
No.
The State Department? The State Department? Which word are we talking about? The State Department? The FBI?
No. You know, I don't like the C.
C word. Cats?
It makes you sound stupid. Don't talk like that.
It makes me sound stupid. Yes, I'm the stupidest man on the world who knows more about global intelligence than anybody on the motherfucking planet, including the goddamn White House.
I'm talking about the word.
You know what? Maybe I need to smoke more of the 101.
The what?
Yeah, I now have such high-end drugs, weed, cannabis, as some people would call them drugs. It's natural shit. But we're now splitting strands down to very specific strains. And I have one that's supposed to keep me calm. And it's actually called number 101. So if you think
it's not working.
Well, that's what I said. Maybe I need to smoke some more calm. Okay, maybe I smoked too much of the... hang on, let me get the other one. Because I have extremes here. I smoked maybe too much of the 509. You know what the 509 is?
No, they have all this stuff different. It's not just...
Oh, no. This is Candescent California. Ultra premium flower. 1 gram per roll. And this is charge number 500 to 509, which in the charge strand, would you like to know what charge can do for Uncle Kurt?
Yeah, I have no idea what a charge strand is.
It gets you off the couch. Wow, it gets me off. You can take a run. You can go out for the right power up type mood with Candescent Charge. Now for the 101, which is the other end of the spectrum, for a restful sleep or relief from aches and panic, and soothe yourself with Candescent Calm. But then they also have the Cruise, and they have the Create and Connect. So they have 5 different very focused strains, because within the flower of marijuana, there are many, many, many strains of cures. And so they've isolated out of I think it's like 96 strain type things you can pull out of one flower to pull out the 509 and the 501. You can actually target things with cannabis. If you really want to target cancer, there are certain cannabises to use. I know this well. I'm an expert. I know this well. I'm an expert.
Oh, you tried it all, huh?
Darling, I don't think there's anything I haven't tried. As little as I sleep, I get bored easily, so I try pretty much anything. Oh, you got some of this? Oh, is it good or bad? Oh, it's Rocket Man? Okay, give it to me. I have a simple rule, doctor. Don't ever bring me bad drugs, dirty drugs, or anything of the kind, because I will kill you. If I live through them, you will die. Only bring me.
If I bring you some bad shit, you will too.
That's what I said. Never bring me bad shit, because if I sample it, I could die. And if I don't die, believe me, I will motherfucking kill you for trying to kill me. I understand chemistry and drugs better than most scientists. I don't know if you knew that as a kid I had a little chemistry set, was constantly blowing things up or setting off rockets or conducting electrical experiments as a child. Did you know that about me?
No.
Oh, no. I took academic biology, chemistry in school. I'm a chemist also. I forgot to mention that. I know how to blow up a building if I want to. And I don't even have to be in the country.
I would pretty much hope you don't want to.
And I don't even have to be in the country when it happens. I could be on the other side of the motherfucking planet.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that.
Oh, no, I do have that capability. I know how to do that in my sleep. And I do think that should be known publicly, because if somebody really pisses me off enough, I could leave the country and you may never wake up again. Goodbye. Boom, boom, out go the lights. And you'll never know if it was me, because frankly, I wouldn't leave a fucking trace, a hair follicle, or anything that I was even there, because I'm that good. I know how to do it. But when you're trained by the best, or you train the best, because if you read all that shit, you know it better than the rest. How does that make sense?
I'm just wondering when you had the time to do all this.
Because I don't sleep. Remember, you sleep at night?
Don't.
You sleep at night? Right?
Do I? Not very often.
Okay, but when you
Getting
do,
better at it.
but when you do sleep, or when, forget us, because you don't sleep either. When normal people, where those people are, when normal people sleep, don't they sleep like 8 to 12 hours a day?
About that, yeah.
You know how many hours a day I sleep on average?
It depends on how many days go by before you sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
4 hours.
Yeah, I may sleep for, I may sleep 8 hours once a week. But that's after going like 3 or 4 days with no sleep. Period. I mean, literally 3 or 4 days. And the video exists of me doing it. It may not show you that I was up all the time in between, but if you check the internet and email and text and phone calls, there would be a footprint that shows that I didn't sleep for 4 days. My point in bringing this all to attention on film right now is that if you go back and look at that footage, I don't look any less sane or any more insane on the 4th day than I did look on the 1st day. Does that make sense to you?
Well, to me it does, because I don't sleep a whole lot either.
Right, but you don't start acting fucking neurotically insane on the 36th hour. Or that, when you hit 48 hours, now you became criminally insane. No, you're still pretty stable because you're an expert at knowing how to manage your energy. Hey, I may need a little food right now. I need some water. I need some caffeine. I need some sugar. You know how to maintain and keep going for 3 or 4 days, correct? Yeah, I mean, there is an art to it. You don't just stay up for 3 or 4 days. You got to remember, hey, I got to sit down once in a while. I got to, maybe get some water or take a 15-minute break to say, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean, correct?
Correct.
I mean, I'm sure in some of these nursing places you've been in, there's some asshole who's pissed you off you wanted to hit with a club. At least once. No? No one's...
Oh, yeah, that could be.
No, that could be. You know what? I think you should be, if we pull this off, you should be like the ambassador to whatever country you want to be to, because you certainly have the diplomacy. Well, yes, there could have been those moments. Don't use the C word.
There you go.
Do you have any particular country in mind? France, Italy, Fiji, just so we make sure it's locked down now? Or the top...
As long as there's, a sand beach and palm trees, I'm happy.
Do you have like the top 5 wish list? Polynesia, Taiwan, Thailand.
I don't know. I've never been to any of those kind of places or thought about it. I'm still trying to get through the United States.
Forget the United States. Girl, you're not getting any younger. If you're going to see the rest of the world, the Great Wall of China, the crucifix down and wherever the fuck they buried it in South America, Rome or the pyramids, you probably should start doing it at your age. Don't wait till you retire.
Even when I retire, I wouldn't afford a vacation like that.
Yes, you can. Shall I educate you?
Yeah.
Darling, there's a way to live on 25 cents a day if you know what you're doing.
Okay.
There's a way to travel the world and have other people pay for it. I'm an expert at opium. I'm an opium dealer. Other people's money. You got money, you need my advice? Hey, here's what it's going to cost you. Here's what you're putting up for it. So start... Maybe you need to start branding yourself as the international body mover. You need a body moved for $1 million. We can move it anywhere you need it. Some restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. You know how many inquiries you get from people around the world if you were the professional body mover? Oh, fuck yes. Hell, you might be hearing from Hitman. Yeah, I'm going to whack this person that I need you to put the body in this pool over here. Okay, that'll cost you.
I don't feel material. I don't.
No, all you do is book the work. Then we send in the right people who do that kind of work.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just...
Another one of those where I keep the body and they do the work, right?
Well, no, not quite like that, or they might move your body somewhere. No, you want to make sure they get their cut. But, if you're putting 20% on $20 million, that's $4 million for a phone call, so what the fuck do you care?
Wow. Yeah, I can't even imagine that kind of money.
Oh, I can. And I know how to make that kind of money big time. I can do that in my sleep. And I don't sleep very often. Man, it is motherfucking pouring. Can you hear it raining? Pardon?
No, I can't. You should see the ocean. I don't know.
It is pouring rain right now. Well, I guess we're going to find out pretty soon, aren't we? Whoa, I'm like, it's raining so hard, I'm closing the window vents, okay? Because water was getting in. And I really want to make sure it is waterproof. I'm not going to drown in here today. Holy fuck. I'm just going to be quiet for a minute so you can hear how hard it's beating.
Whoa.
You know how windy it is?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing...
The other side of the state, the other side, we got like hurricane force winds, the water flooding all the Massachusetts and up that way.
Yeah. Now, allegedly, here's the real tricky part. Allegedly, I'm breaking the law right now because in Los Angeles, in this part of Los Angeles County, it's allegedly against city order to camp on the beach here in Venice and Santa Monica. However, it's a motherfucking state beach, so how can a local government tell me what I can do on state property? And on state beaches, you can camp. So, can I camp or can I not camp? So I've been ticketed for camping on these beaches. Obviously, I really don't give a fuck. Obviously, I really don't give a fuck. No. I only have one camping ticket. The other four, I have no fucking idea what they're even for. I don't know. They're tickets I got, and even the police can't tell me what they're for. I just have to go to court for them. And one of them is for driving with a driver's license under an identity I haven't used in the state on a driver's license in over a decade. Allegedly, I went. Yeah, I haven't had that name on it. Fuck no. I'm not even on a driver's license. And so, allegedly, Joseph Cronin decided to go get his own license back and was driving a car at the airport 2 years ago without a license. How the fuck did I do that? I want to see the video. Oh, you know what that is? That's the same, and that's why I want to see the video, because maybe I may have been driving, but I wouldn't have given them that name. But they decide what name they're writing a ticket under. That's not me. I didn't write the fucking ticket, did I, Your Honor? The fucking cop did. So let's drag his ass in. And while we do, I want his video camera and want the video cameras of the 12 other cops that were with him kicking my motherfucking ass at the international airport, saying that they also worked with the CIA and they were sent by fucking President Obama to kick my ass and make sure that I knew to shut the fuck up about the Russian hack. I want to see the video, because if we do get the video, then it'll show that they really did say that, and then they kicked my ass for about 45 minutes to an hour right in front of the international airport. Pardon?
Did you have a video of that?
Well, I did, but then they ceased the video. I also had it up on YouTube Live when it happened, but Obama had the channel shut down. If you remember, if you Google Live Video Inc. and Kurt Kelly on YouTube, you'll find articles that say they were ordered shut by the White House. What? No. Google. Here, try this term. President Obama orders Live Video Inc. and Kurt Kelly YouTube channels turned off. It'll come up. I published the actual letter I got back from YouTube saying why my channels were turned off. Did you not ever read that?
I did read that.
That they were shut off by the fucking White House. How does the White House have the power to shut off my freedom of speech? And to shut down my companies?
What you're saying.
Pardon?
Obviously.
They didn't like what I was saying? You know what? Go fuck yourself. It's called freedom of speech. And as a civilian, which I was once, I can say that. And as a broadcaster, I can certainly say it, whether you like it or not. And as a public figure, I can certainly say it, so go fuck yourself. And as a federal contractor, it's called whistle protection, so again, go fuck yourself. I can say it any way I want to, and I haven't broken the law. Because I'm not breaching national security when I say you're fucking trying to overturn the U.S. government, you fucking treasonous cunt. Oh, I used that word again, sorry. Treasonous. See, it happens. I didn't make the word come out. It just was there in the monologue.
It's going to come out because you like that word. You practiced it a lot, so now it's coming out a lot.
I didn't say Donald Trump yet. God, it's boring. Oh my God, where's the raft? Quick, give me an arc.
Keep that up.
Promise, mommy, dearest. Do you hear the rain? Listen.
I do hear the rain. It's raining hard.
No, I need an arc. It's flooding. I think it's rain and hail. I'm having a hail of a Saturday.
Not that.
Wait till you see the video on this one. Damn, man. This is just intense motherfucking shit. Yeah, it's not waterproof. I just got hit with a drop. Where the fuck did that come from? I'm feeling drops. Oh, okay, that's not them. That's my fault. I didn't tie down the side panels enough, and the wind's blowing so hard, the side panels are lifting up and getting water in. So that's not them, that's me. See, I take responsibility for my errors. I don't try and pawn off my mistake on someone else. Unlike the White House. And it's sad that I have to say that, but I never thought I would condemn my own government. I really didn't. I'm not that guy. I have been the biggest supporter of American patriotism, I think, according to the State Department in known history. No one else has put their ass, and there is video that exists of that. I think you saw that at one point, did you, or did you not ever see that video?
Which one?
Where the State Department called and told me that what a great guy I am, but if I don't shut the fuck up, how messed up my life is going to become?
No, I didn't find that one yet.
That one's definitely on Vimeo. And it may be in the hidden videos that got hidden because I haven't paid the subscription recently, so I have to drop them $500 to get that shit republished. And I haven't had an extra $500. If I could borrow $500, I could turn them videos back on for you. Tons of them that blow you away. No, I'm not even joking.
I know, but I didn't even make $100 on my paycheck last.
That's why you need to start pimping me out.
So much.
That's why you need to start pimping me out, so I can make some money.
There you go.
So pimp me out, bitch. Get me laid. Besides, you get laid once a year, don't you?
No.
No? That's not my fault.
No.
That's not my fault.
I know. Grandpa didn't marry a good Catholic boy.
Okay, so tell him if he doesn't start doing something with you, you're going to have to look for outside, and he'll be okay with it, right? You'll just get serviced on the side, and he'll have a smile because he'll know he doesn't have to do it anymore. And now you haven't committed a sin because you talked about it up front, and everything's okay. And if not, then you can say, then get off your ass and start doing me. No? That doesn't work for you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you do it the way you do it. Which means you aren't getting laid anytime soon. Maybe I should start pimping you out.
There you go.
The body mover can now also move body parts with a happy ending. Now in 3D. Can you handle that one?
I'm not sure. Probably not.
You know, I'm really glad that I decided to bury the bike under a tarp and lock it behind the tent. Because if I left it out in the rain right now, it would be so full of mud and sand if it was still there, if somebody didn't jack it.
That chain wouldn't work at all if it was full of sand.
So that's why I tarped it last night, because I knew it was going to rain. And fortunately, that's why I said I got like 90 minutes to get safe. That's why I didn't want to talk, because I was getting the tent put up in the dark. I was getting some quick food. I was getting everything in the tent, getting the bike locked down and tarped down, and getting everything that was wet from the night before inside, because I thought during the day if it was sunny, I'd put it out to dry. But it is not going out anytime soon, because it's pouring like a
It's going to
motherfucker.
rain all week out there.
Oh, thrilling. I'll probably end up throwing away this whole right side of the tent then, because that's all wet shit. And after a week, it's going to start to reek being wet for a week in a tent. No, I'll probably have to replace all that side of the tent. Oh, fuck. There goes another $500. Jesus Christ. I get so pissed that I'm constantly spending money just replacing shit instead of getting out of here. I want to get the fuck out of here. Oh, God. Give me a gun. Give me a gun. It's just time to start capping people in my way. I think I'm just going to go postal.
No,
Yep, I'm going postal.
no, you're not going postal.
I was even at the post office yesterday talking to one of my dear federal employee friends. I said, you know what, you're much luckier. You're property, I'm not. You get benefits, you get overtime, you get sick pay. I said, just let me ask you something. Have you ever been asked to come in by your dysfunctional Uncle Sam? And I talk this way in front of customers even. I don't give a fuck. And sometimes he gets a little nervous, sometimes he laughs his ass off. But this is on video too, because I videotaped it because I was that pissed off. I said, have you ever been called in by your Uncle Sam for a meeting that you scheduled and that they requested, you confirmed, and you reconfirmed, and then you called and said you're running late, and they said come in anyway, and then you come in, and then when you get there, they tell you they're not going to see you today, go home.
Why would they do that?
Fuck if I know. Oh, I do know in part, because they have some little neo-Nazi bastard at the door who's been there for the last 20 years that's trying to cockblock me every motherfucking time he's there and I'm there to make sure I never go up to the FBI, because he's trying to discredit me as a nut job. And that little Nazi fucker was there and told Diplomatic Security Services I wasn't allowed in his lobby, and because he's with Protective Security Services for federal employees and federal contractors, they had to listen to him, even though they're with Diplomatic Security Services or the FBI or somebody decided to cock block me, so I never made it to the 10th floor yesterday. Even though I had a meeting with the head of counterintelligence that they requested. Excuse me?
If you have a meeting with them, why wouldn't they let you in there?
Because Protective Services said I wasn't allowed in their lobby, and the only way to get to the 10th floor is through the motherfucking lobby. But because they run that section of the building, they cock-blocked me from going in. At least that's what the FBI told me.
Okay.
Now I hear sirens. Maybe I said cock-blocked. Hang on. I can't hear you over the sirens in my head. Okay. I have no idea what you were trying to say.
It's gone out of your head.
Almost. I am now completely deaf. Thank you, LA County, you motherfuckers. I've been begging you for years to give me earplugs that I can wear around my neck, so when you decide to blast my eardrums out, I can put in earplugs and maintain some form of hearing. So if I'm shouting right now, don't bitch at me that I'm shouting. It's because the county made me deaf. Okay, I feel better now. I vented. Go ahead. What were you trying to say?
Well, I'm glad you feel better.
Well,
You had a meeting with them. Why didn't they come down and get you?
That's what I said. Send an escort down. No, we can't do that. What? You're the motherfucking FBI. And the little cockblock in the lobby can stop you from sending a fucking intern down and bring me upstairs? You're the fucking FBI. That's what I said. I was screaming at him. I even have video of me screaming at the FBI, telling them that when they face the grand jury hearing, it doesn't matter if they ever gave me their name, the right name, or whatever fucking name they gave me. I still have your goddamn voice print, you asshole. You can't change that, and I can nail you still. And you will face a grand jury hearing. And you could be co-indicted as a criminal. Shut the fuck up. Okay, now that's becoming intentional malicious torture, Your Honor. I know you know how I feel about sirens in my head, so go fuck yourself. Anyway, where were we?
I don't know. Do you feel better now?
Not yet. I'm not vindicated yet. So here's the plan, Stan. Here's how Aunt Sue, Grandma Sue someday, maybe. I'm sorry. I cannot believe your own daughter has grandchildren before you do.
The only one that doesn't have grandchildren is Brian Ryan. Brian's kids are still real little. They're still
That's
middle school, high school.
That's a good excuse.
Little boy now.
How's your little sister have grandchildren before you? What did she start when she was 5? Did she start when she was 5?
High school, going up into high school.
Oh, how old? Was she 16?
Her oldest is 30.
No, how old was she when she had her first?
15?
That's what I said, 15, 16. I didn't. Yeah, see, I didn't know. I don't know all this part. Darling, remember we lost touch for 30 years thanks to my Uncle Sam? There's a whole part of family history I have no knowledge of at all. First time hearing of this.
Well, Linda has 3 girls. Actually, you didn't see Linda wasn't born until 69.
I don't think I've even met Linda, have I?
No.
No, I mean, there are family members. I think you had another brother even I haven't met.
Yeah.
Who-
No, even not him either.
What's his name?
Brian.
Ryan Fields?
No.
Do these people even know I exist or anything about the legacy of this nightmare?
I don't know. I don't think so. Well, I think they know you exist.
Under what identity?
Just Joe Cronin that you're a radio person.
A radio person? Oh my fucking God. I have got to laugh my ass off. When people say, oh, aren't you that radio guy? In the 18th century, I might have been when Marconi was around. I haven't been radio guy in how many years?
A lot of years.
Oh, fuck. 80s was it or 90s? I don't even remember. I mean, I've done shows.
It was the 80s. It was the 80s the last time I seen you.
The
Because I got
80s.
married in 82. So I probably seen you.
Oh, no, I did do radio. I did radio and satellite radio around the world through I think the 90s. But since the 80s, 70s? No, 60s. Since the 60s, I've also been doing television and film, which everybody calls me radio guy. But go look. I've been on camera since childhood. I mean, I was the guy that was always taking pictures of every frickin' thing. Don't you remember that? I was the shutterbug. Or videotaping everything. And sometimes people were like, don't videotape me. And I'd be like, okay. And then I'd still leave it rolling anyway. Just because if they said don't do it, I knew something good was coming. Or something they didn't want the world to know. Even better, because I had the footage. Mama didn't raise dumb kids. See, even yesterday, I think part of the reason they didn't let me in hindsight, is because Diplomatic Security Services caught me videotaping trying to go in.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't do that at the FBI. I'm sure that's not allowed.
Well, technically, yes and no. I should have had it hidden better so he didn't see I was doing it. And no civilians or other people should do it because it's against the law. You're right. However, it's not for me because as a federal contractor, I have a right to document my work. And as a broadcaster, I have the right to go undercover and document government corruption. So legally, I can get away with it. They couldn't put me in prison. Well, they could, but technically they shouldn't because it's a violation of the Fifth Amendment and the First and several other, like freedom of speech, freedom of press, and freedom of go fuck yourself. You're committing treason, you assholes. And so legally I could do it, but if they catch me doing it, they can cockblock me and not let me go to my meeting because they know I plan to document it. So that's why they really probably stopped it because they saw the video and he called me out on it. He said, why are you videotaping? And I went, oh shit, I must have been still taping from my last meetings. Let me turn it off. And I did turn it off, but they already called me out on it on camera. I should have waited until I got in the elevator by myself going up to the 10th floor because I've done this before and just turned it on just before I got off the elevator. And hoped that they didn't pay attention while I was in the elevator because last time they did pay attention and told me to turn it off. And then I did. And then, I don't know, I must have bumped it because it went back on again. So there is meetings of my meetings in the FBI even hidden on secret vaults around the world where if you can unearth the footage, if something happens to me, you can prove that I really did go to the FBI and speak with them thousands of times about this, so nobody would have any refutable evidence to say that I was full of shit. Because the evidence exists, the video was archived and put on the cloud. So it exists, it's out there. My thought is, I help craft kind of a statement press release for you, or a scripted phone call, and you call my international contact at the CNN desk who's tracking this story and say, I know my cousin, and you kind of, if you want to get emotional and bleeding heart, go ahead, feel free to ad-lib. But I'll give you a basic outline. My cousin has been an extreme patriot and broadcasting and humanitarian, and I know you know him, and that should get his attention. I know you know him, and if he's not there, tell the assignment editor who answers this desk, because this is the international assignment editor's desk for CNN. So I'm getting you right to the news desk. You understand what I'm saying? The people who control international news at CNN, not just domestic, who can make this go worldwide immediately. And you play the bleeding heart cousin that, hey, this isn't fair. Here's a guy who doesn't get benefits for hazard or sick pay or overtime, who has given his heart and soul to his country. And yeah, he's been paid for some of his work for the voice work, but a lot of the undercover assignments they've set him on and foreign missions and other stuff that I'm just now learning about after 30 years of a missing history with our family because of what my government's done to my cousin. I think the world needs to know, and I think the debt needs to be repaid for all his patriotism and service, and it needs to be exposed that our current government's trying to overthrow the U.S. government and make us rush into one world order. And talk about the Georgia Guidestones and stuff. At first that you thought, hey, this guy's going nuts, and then as you researched all the places I told you how to find it, you realized this isn't insane. what they're doing is insane, not only to him, but what they plan to do to the rest of us. And I think if you come on kind of emotional with it and just tell them your true story of how we lost 30 years of heritage thanks to my dysfunctional Uncle Sam, and that my life has been at risk, and I've been putting my ass on the line to try and do a concert for world peace, and it's not fair that I get kicked to the curb yesterday while I'm trying to document it for CNN, what's going on, and they caught me trying to go undercover video. But there is video that I think you've seen from the past week where the FBI did ask me to come in. Have you not seen that video? Or
that
me?
one I seen.
Yeah, so you
said
can.
you were there.
Yeah, and so you can even, and I'll upload the footage today. I already have it shot. I can upload it. I just haven't put it up yet. I wanted to talk to you about it first. And I can upload the footage, and you can say there's footage going to be uploaded this weekend of him trying to go to a meeting the FBI requested, which you can even hear parts of the phone call, because that was uploaded too. If you look at the other videos uploaded around that same time, and if they're not there, let me know, of the actual call with the FBI where they tell me after several security checks, and they even have me rattle off a list of FBI agents that I've worked with over the years, so they'll get the names at CNN of several people at the FBI I've worked with. Full names, first and last names. Not just Special Agent Dick shit, and much more, and Paul Rodriguez, and Peter DeFlores, and Special Agent Jude. Charlie McGonigal, who's currently the head of counterintelligence in New York, including, if they dig deep enough, phone calls with him where he's saying his biggest fear is this will end up on CNN. You don't think CNN would